Howfa-day. I'm Peter Duenas, corporate chef and owner of Mezcla Restaurants. Join me in my quest for culinary inspiration and some of the best flavors around. This is my food obsession. Today, I'm taking a stroll up the Pacific Coast Highway to a town called Morro Bay, which is located 2 hours north of Santa Barbara, California. Morro Bay is a place I've been wanting to visit for quite some time, and I'm finally getting the opportunity to see some of California's hidden culinary delights. Today I decided to take a stroll up the Pacific Coast, and we ended up in Morro Bay, and we're here at the famous Dockside restaurant. We're actually at Dockside 2, which has outdoor dining right here in the harbor, which I think is a perfect place to enjoy some seafood. And I've ordered a variety of stuff. First of all, I've ordered whole fried blue rockfish. It was highly recommended by the folks over here, and they said it's very tender and delicate. I love fried fish, and it's very interesting to see how they've done a whole fried fish right here in the stateside. When we're talking California, of course, in the islands, we always do whole fried fish or whole cooked fish, and I think that's very nice for us to see. It's trending that way, island style. So then, of course, I've got some scallop and chips because I love scallops. And I've got some fried clam strips, and I also have some shrimp cocktail. All of these will definitely satisfy my seafood craving today. Oh man, it's so delicate and fatty and buttery. Look at how soft and buttery that meat is. I mean, it's just coming right off the bone, and it's so moist, and can't ask for a better fish. I mean, this is excellent. Can't forget my starch. It's potato today. Can't find any rice around these parts. It would be so nice to have a little spicy pinadini, but I'll tell you what, this fish is so good, it doesn't even need anything. Can't forget my scallops. I love scallops, and these are Pacific scallops. Oh man, cooked to perfection, total sweetness. Try some of the shrimp cocktail. Wow. These are caught in these waters. So sweet. When you're used to eating frozen shrimp, you definitely know it when you're eating fresh shrimp. I've got a seafood smorgasbord. I always love enjoying seafood right on the water, because I know we're gonna find some fresh, sweet seafood.
Food Obsession is brought to you by Anchor, goodness feeds greatness. MBI, your supplier of choice for world-class brands. Mezcla Chamorro Fusion Bistro, Taggy Fansat Mungi. Mezcla Dos, fine burgers and Chamorro-style barbecue. AM Insurance, hard work pays off. That's why AM Insurance is working hard for you. Guam Visitors Bureau, making Guam a better place to live, work, and visit.
That's a good size for a bowl of Kelligwin and a pot of Tanecta 2 times. So I just placed an order here at Giovanni's Fish Market and Galley. I've ordered some halibut tacos and the Kraken. The Kraken is French fries topped with a heaping ladle of house-made clam chowder. Oh man, I can't wait. Chowder. Really good clam chowder. We're talking about crispy French fries topped with homemade clam chowder. It's topped with crispy bacon and a fried egg. What can I say? It's heaven in a basket. Release the Kraken. Boom. This one gets my boom rating. Fish tacos. Gotta love the fish tacos. We're in California. We're all about the tacos. There's no wrong way to eat this. Just eat it. Fresh, local halibut. So I just finished having my lunch here at Giovanni's, and I gotta tell you, that was the most excellent lunch. As I was walking out, I just so happened to see some grilled oysters. And man, I'm so stuffed. But I'll tell you what, let's go for a stroll, head up the coast, and check out Hog Island Oyster Company. We gotta get our oyster fix on in a little bit, so let's do this. I was really dreading that 4.5-hour drive up north. But after seeing all the scenic ocean views and the beautiful beaches, the historical towns, it was well worth it.
It's known for a staging area for California condors.
So we made it to Hog Island Oyster Company, which is right here in the town of Marshall, located northwest of Marin County. Hog Island Oyster Company is known for some of the best oysters around. And they have my favorite oyster, Kumamoto's. Let's go and check it out. Hi.
All right.
I'd like to get 1 bag of the Kumamoto, 1 bag of the medium, and I'd like 2 dozen of the small.
Got it.
This is where you can get it straight from the farm, which is directly behind us. Can't wait. We're gonna find a little picnic spot and we're gonna hook up whatever we got here with some stuff we bought and throw some on the grill too as well.
All right, got the Kumamoto's right here for you.
Kumamoto's, it's like a hybrid oyster species from Japan. They're very small. They're about the size of a silver dollar. You get to choose, but typically the Kumamoto's are grade A super sweet, creamy, but they're very small. So gotta eat like 50 of them. Got my oysters here. We're gonna head up and find a nice little picnic spot, and we're gonna do it up right on the water. Let's go. I'm here with my cousin Rich, and Rich was nice enough to take us over to this area, and we did a nice little kitchen. Thank you, my cousin.
No problem.
This is legit. We are on the water, tailgating, Guam style, here in California. So this is the local Hog Island oyster. Go in. It's briny, oceany.
Salty.
So this is the Kumamoto. Big difference. The Kumamoto, it's got a creamy, silky sweetness to it. A little bit of the brine, but it's so good. Got a little bit of spinach dip that we just picked up at the store. It's very convenient. It's almost like doing Oyster Rockefeller. Actually, it's pretty much a Oyster Rockefeller, but not green like it usually is. And then I've got some salsa that we're gonna do as well on a couple of these. It's cheating, but it works when you're on the run. Fresh oysters, some good flavors going on. And if you don't like to eat raw oysters, this is another way to do it. We've got two-way, little spinach dip, little salsa. Check it out, let me know what you think. What do you think?
I've never tried this way. It's awesome.
Sometimes when you're on the run, you gotta cheat, you know. Get a little spinach dip, little roasted salsa. We're in California. We're getting all this stuff fresh. It's so good. Have another.
Awesome.
Oh yeah. Minus the shells, of course. If you're an oyster lover, you've been in heaven right now.
Food Obsession is brought to you by Anchor, goodness feeds greatness. MBI, your supplier of choice for world-class brands. Mezcla Chamorro Fusion Bistro, Taggy Fansat Mungi. Mezcla Dos, fine burgers and Chamorro-style barbecue. AM Insurance, hard work pays off. That's why AM Insurance is working hard for you. Guam Visitors Bureau, making Guam a better place to live, work, and visit.
So I'm back from my stroll through the Pacific Coast Highway, and today I'm gonna prepare two wonderful dishes. I'm gonna start off with my version of poutine, where I'm gonna use some French fries and a hearty seafood chowder. My second dish, I'm doing beer battered oysters with a tarragon caper aioli. Okay, so I'm gonna start my seafood chowder. I'm gonna start off with some Anchor butter so I can sweat my vegetables. Got some onion. Got some celery. So this is gonna be a hearty, traditional chowder. I'm gonna sweat those in the butter. I'm gonna add some dill. Now I'm gonna add some flour to create a roux. And I like to do a one pot method. And I want it to be really thick so it sticks to the French fries. Now roux is basically just butter and flour. It's a thickening agent. I don't want to brown it because chowder is white. Okay, so now the flour has been cooking for a couple minutes. I'm gonna add in some clam stock or clam juice that you can get from the canned clams. I'm gonna slowly incorporate that in there. Okay, as you can see, it's thickening up rather nicely. So now I'm gonna add my potatoes, my clam, my fish, and I'm also adding some salmon. And I'm gonna season it with some Old Bay, little pepper, salt, and my favorite ingredient, a couple splashes of Tabasco. Gives it a little zing, a little bit of spice. Gonna allow the potatoes to get tender. So while the chowder is working, I'm gonna start our beer battered oysters. So I've got some all-purpose flour, about a cup. I'm gonna add in about a teaspoon of black pepper, and I've got some ale. You can use any kind of beer, but ale seems to work better, has a little more yeast, and that yeast helps the batter crisp up when it's frying. Okay, and that's really all you want. I don't want to add salt to the batter, and we're just going to utilize the natural salt from the oysters. So to accompany our fried oysters, I'm going to make a tarragon caper aioli, which consists of some mayonnaise, about a half a cup of mayo. I've got some capers. I'm gonna put in a nice healthy amount. And what I like to do is put a little bit of the caper juice in there. I've got some dried tarragon. Now you can use fresh tarragon. Dried works just as well. I just like to smash it as it's going in. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar and some lemon juice. Add a little bit of black pepper in there. And I'm just gonna mix all that together. Very simple, easy to make sauce. You can make it in 1 minute, okay? Give it a little taste. Oh, perfect. It's gotta go nice with those fried oysters. So I've got some nice plump oysters that we've pre-shucked. I'm just gonna dredge them in some flour and our nice beer batter, and then straight into the fryer. The reason why I like to put some flour on it before is to ensure that the batter actually sticks to the oysters while they're frying. Oh, I can instantly smell that ale coming out of the fryer. It smells so sweet. And you want it to crisp up within a minute after putting it into the fryer. Your oil has to be just right, about 350 degrees, and then we're taking it out. Look at that. Golden, crispy oysters. My mouth is watering. We'll get some fries in the basket, get it all crispy, ready to go. Check our chowder. Here, our chowder's looking really good. The potatoes are cooked, and I'm just gonna splash in some Anchor cream. We'll let that simmer for a few more minutes. Okay, we check on our French fries. Make sure they're nice and crispy. A little salt and pepper just to season it up. We're gonna plate up our poutine, or my version of a poutine. A nice healthy portion of crispy French fries. And of course, a topping of our hot, chunky seafood chowder. Gotta put a little cheese curds on there. And I'm gonna finish it off with some crispy bacon and some crispy salmon skin. And then, of course, a little bit of green onion and onion mixture. And that's my version of a West Coast poutine. Now we're gonna plate up our oysters, and I have our tarragon caper sauce, and just put a nice healthy portion of the sauce on there. Trust me, you are going to want it. A little bit of cabbage grass on there, and we have our crispy oysters. Put it on there nicely, and we'll garnish that with a little bit of daikon sprouts. Our 2 dishes for the month: my version of a seafood chowder poutine, and also crispy beer battered oysters served with a tarragon caper aioli. Come on in and give it a try. Okay, Ken, dig in, buddy.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's get the variant.
I'm gonna just go for this oyster. It's making my mouth water.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that a try too. Oysters look really good. That's oyster.
Oh man, that caper tarragon aioli.
Oh yeah, cooked perfectly. Good. Oh yeah.